And don't forget to order your copy of Football Game Plan's latest book, Stiff Arming Football Myths, an excellent book that you can find on our website at footballgameplan.com/books, available in both PDF as well as paperback form. For the Packers in this game, defensively, they have to be able to squeeze the screen. The Bears love to run that quick screen to the receivers and to the tight ends, and if they're going to have any success defensively, it's all about stopping one of the big plays the Bears love to run. I drew it up on the Vine account, our Football Game Plan Vine account, so go check it out to see how you can squeeze the screen and shut it down. And the offensive line has to be able to play better. They have to fire off the football. That way it can jumpstart the running game. It also keeps Aaron Rodgers well protected in the pocket, so they definitely have to play better than what they did last week versus Detroit. And the intermediate pass defense is going to be key. The Bears love to attack the intermediate zones of a defense. That means your linebackers and your safeties have to do a great job in shutting down the intermediate passing game. Otherwise, Chicago could move the football with ease via the pass. And for the Bears in this game, you want to take your chances on the short side of the field. What I mean by that is go with a little bit of more combo coverage this week versus Green Bay. Man on the short side, zone on the field side. Put your extra defenders on the field side, giving you a better chance to slow down the Packers' passing game. And the offense has to get the balance back. Right now, Jay Cutler is putting the football in the air far too many times. And don't forget, they do have one of the best backs in the league in the backfield, and Matt Forte. Get him involved on the ground, get that ground game going, and will help out that offense as a whole. And the Bears can't be afraid to press on the corners. A lot of times teams play the Packers a little bit passive and try to play off the line of scrimmage, get aggressive, throw off the timing of the passing game by pressing those wide receivers. It can also help that defensive line get back there to put Aaron Rodgers on the ground.
What I love about the Green Bay Packers personnel is the fact that they have the ability to go 5 wide. And this week versus the Chicago Bears, I'm going to show you how they can horizontally stretch that defense, that zone defense of the Chicago Bears. And what we're going to do here, you see we have the spread formation, Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, Boykin, and also Jordy Nelson with the tight end on the line of scrimmage with Aaron Rodgers back in the backfield. Again, his mobility dictates what you do as the defense, because you can't get over aggressive, because he can bail, get outside the pocket, and make plays with his legs, whether it be gaining the first down with his legs or extending the play and throwing for a big play deep down the field. So what we're going to do here is horizontally stretch this defense. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring Randall Cobb in motion. We're going to fake the handoff right here as if you're going to run that jet sweep. And now he has the out. Again, quick setup. You're trying to get people to go horizontally, trying to expand their defense. What we have the tight end running, he's going to stem up, and he's running the dig. And his job is to read zone or man. Versus zone, he's going to find a hole, settle down. Versus man, he's going to go straight across. What we're doing with Boykin, we're bringing him back across the formation. Again, high-low read, put those backers in a bind, force the safety to either squeeze or bail back in the zone. What we have Jordy Nelson doing, taking the speed outside. Again, trying to expand, make those safeties make a choice. Either you're going to squeeze this dig or you're going to get over top Jordy Nelson because he has that speed. Devontae Adams is running the rail route down the sideline. He has speed, he has the size as well, so now you're either going to pull this nickel or this corner. Again, you're creating opportunities, you're expanding this defense, and Aaron Rodgers has many options to throw the football on this play. He can go to either rail route, he can go to the dig, the crosser, or even the safety valve, the out with Randall Cobb, or worst case scenario, he could take it, pull it, and run. So again, 5 wide receivers expands that Bears zone defense. And again, Green Bay has the personnel to go 5 wide, which puts a lot of strain on any defense in the league.
Now, here are some in-game adjustments you want to watch for in this ball game when the Chicago Bears are on the field. What will they do with Kyle Fuller, the outstanding rookie cornerback? Will they match him up exclusively on Jordy Nelson or maybe Randall Cobb, or will they just allow him to play on one side of the football field? But this is a guy that's definitely making his way as a rookie. And what they do to attack the perimeter in the running game, I think they have some opportunities to run outside this week versus the Green Bay Packers. You want to run at those outside linebackers, take their greatest strength and make it their biggest weakness. And what's the game plan for the defensive line to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers? Will they be aggressive or will they sit back and be passive? Because again, this is a guy you don't want to fly up the football field and give him those rush lanes. So it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is for that defensive line this week. The X factor in this ball game for Green Bay, in my opinion, will be that defensive line. Datone Jones and company has to do a great job of applying pressure on Jay Cutler. If they can get in the face of Cutler, he tends to throw off balance, which could result into interceptions or at least get off the field on third down. So that defensive line will have to play a huge role in this matchup for Green Bay. And the X factor for the Bears will be running back Matt Forte. It's strange that I have to list him as an X factor because it should already be a given that he's going to get the football, and they have to find ways to get that ground game going in order to have success versus Green Bay. One of the more underrated players in Packers history is defensive tackle Dave Hanner. Played all 13 seasons in the NFL in Green Bay and was a two-time Pro Bowler and was outstanding versus the run. Nicknamed the Claw, Ed Sprinkle terrorized opposing quarterbacks from 1944 to 1955. He was a dual threat player for the Bears, played tight end as well early in his career, but once he made the full-time switch to defensive end and when the passing game started to increase in the National Football League, he became a terror, making 4 Pro Bowls from 1950 to 1955. I like the Packers in this ball game. Last week for both teams were aberrations. One, for the Packers, their offense, I think they'll play a lot better this week. And for the Bears, their defensive secondary, they're thin back there. And I think with the Packers' ability to spread the field with 3, 4, and sometimes empty sets would be too much for the Bears to handle. I like Green Bay to knock off Chicago on the road.
What's up, fantasy football fans? I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. For all of your starts, sits, fantasy football notes, news, and tidbits, tune into our podcast, Football Game Plan Starting Lineup, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on our Football Game Plan Radio Network, which is located at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.
And don't forget to check out Football Game Plan's NFL Wraparound live every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan, where we give you all of our late-minute and last-minute notes, news, and tidbits and thoughts on each and every game on the NFL schedule. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Packer fan forums and Bear fan forums for always showing Football Game Plan support.